It is so cringeworthy when anyone who isn't actually funny tries to be funny. It's particularly cringeworthy when conservatives try it. Governor Mike Huckabee, former governor of Arkansas, tries it all the time, and it is generally a spectacular fail. This is what he said on Twitter yesterday. He said, quote, "Must have been an awkward moment for Angela Merkel to sit in ceremony as the Allies commemorated D-Day that broke the back of Nazi Germany." Now, this is what he considers funny, and I'm saying that to actually give him the benefit of the doubt because I genuinely hope it wasn't an attempt at a genuine analysis, right? Like it's more likely that this is funny far more than it is a real analysis because, you know, if we use that logic, then Mike Huckabee, it must be extremely painful for you, who was a former governor of a southern state, to sit in anything here in the United States, whether it be a 4th of July celebration or whether it be, all things considered, one of your state was one of the states that tried to secede from the Union. You know, so we definitely broke the back of the Confederacy. So I'm trying to actually give him some credit and say that this was his attempt to be funny because he clearly could not be serious with this. And so obviously, you know, when this happens, Twitter jumps in on it and people actually helped him to understand how fallacious this argument was. One user on Twitter, Michael Marshall Smith, said this. He said, quote, "Yeah, and the Queen was sitting there still in a snit about the American War of Independence. God, you're stupid and so ignorant of Europe and so unfunny." So this guy actually has the same conundrum that I have. Like, I'm not sure if he was trying to be funny, but I'm just going to say he was trying to be funny because he could not possibly be serious. But like Michael pointed out, right, if you're trying to be serious, Mike Huckabee, then that same logic says that the Queen of England, who is still tied to the same monarchy. It's the same monarchy since the War of Independence. So she would actually, this would be more applicable to her far more than to Angela Merkel because the Nazi Germany was thoroughly destroyed. Furthermore, not only was it destroyed, but it's still punished to this day. Anyone who promotes Nazism, it's illegal in Germany to support anything connected to the Nazi Party. So this is far more applicable to the Queen of England. Oh my goodness, do you people even logic? But I want to go one step further. Like I mentioned, with him being from a southern state, with him a state that still revels in the Confederacy. Like I'm in the state of Georgia. I drove to Florida to take my kids for summer break to their grandparents, right? And on our ride to Florida, there's 2 monuments to the Confederacy that we pass, or 2 memorials to the Confederacy that we pass every single time. One of these times I'm going to get out and tear one of them down, but I digress. The point is that whereas in Germany, it's illegal to celebrate the Nazi Party because not only was it destroyed, but they're trying to destroy it from the hearts of humanity. George Huckabee. Yeah. Anyway, Mike Huckabee, I was gonna try to be funny, but I'm not. Mike Huckabee is still a part of a collective consciousness in this United States that wants to hold on to the Confederacy, the treasonous Confederacy, against which Lincoln waged a civil war to protect and preserve the Union. So in Germany, where it's illegal and where there are no monuments to Nazism and it's illegal to promote Nazism, in Mike Huckabee's home state of Arkansas and across the South, we have monuments to the Confederacy. So if anyone has a problem connected to their history, it would be the people who still celebrate that history, still celebrate the treasonous Confederacy, and still celebrate everything about this part of American history that almost destroyed the Union. But Mike Huckabee, either in an attempt to be funny, which I don't know. I don't know if he was honestly trying to be funny because it's painfully unfunny. But if he wasn't trying to be funny, it's painfully stupid. It's a painfully stupid analysis. God, this is what we're dealing with, people. This is the level of discourse. This is the level of conservative intellectualism. Like this is one or the other. You choose. You tell me in the comment section. Do you think this is an example of conservative intellectualism? Or do you think this was an example of conservative humor? I don't know which one is worse because they're both equally stupid and ignorant. I'm sorry. I don't want to use mean words. I don't let my kids use it. It's stupid. It's the most asinine thing that I've seen. Well, just in the last 5 minutes, because I got to cover the next story.
Today's program brought to you in part by Blinkist.com/Pakman. Blinkist is a great service that I use all the time. What they do is they take thousands of the most popular nonfiction books, including the newest bestsellers. They condense them into 15-minute audiobooks that you can listen to, and you still get the most crucial information and insights from each book. And I've listened to a ton of books on Blinkist. I recently checked out Soccernomics by Simon Cooper. We do have, after all, the World Cup going on recently. We also have been talking about BS Jobs, and there is a great new book, BS Jobs by David Graeber, which I listen to on Blinkist. They're constantly adding new books to the platform. You will never run out of fascinating and critically acclaimed books to enjoy. And our audience can get a 7-day free trial by going to Blinkist.com/Pakman. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm putting a link in the video description. And after the free trial, if you like it, you can continue enjoying thousands of condensed audiobooks for about $5 a month. That's BLINKIST.com/PAKMAN.